Hey everyone, I'm back, and today I'm going to be playing a very bad, silly deck for the announcement, not release, of Pokemon Sun and Moon coming out holiday season this year, and the end of the year. Now, we've got the Sun Pokemon in Solrock, and we've got the Moon Pokemon in Lunatone, and please don't ever play this deck, it's terrible. But the idea is to use Solrock's Cosmic Spin, which if Lunatone's on your bench, you do 30 more damage, so you're doing 40 damage. And then because this is 2016, you've got cards like Machamp from Furious Fists, Strong Energy, Muscle Band, Fighting Stadium, to try and hit for passable amounts of damage. Barely, terribly not even really that passable amounts of damage. But you're still hitting for damage, so... I'm going to Battle Compressor how many Maxis are in here, too, so I'll discard those and one Maxi. Fighting Stadium, Trainer's Mail. If I grab Muscle Band, okay, this works so far. I can Computer Search, discarding Shaman and Juniper for Maxi's Hidden Ball Trick. Attach to Solrock. Maxi, get Machamp, doing 20 more damage, which is always nice. Now I'm going to Old Amber Aerodactyl and fail. Basically, I look at the bottom 7 cards of my deck, choose a... If there's an Aerodactyl there, I can put it on my bench. Restored Pokemon isn't a very good mechanic, but oh well. And I had to discard a Solrock, which bites, but now I'm doing 10 plus 30, because there's a Lunatone in play, plus 20, so I'm at 40, plus 20 for 60 because of the Muscle Band, plus 20 for 80 because of the Machamp, and plus 20 with the Fighting Stadium for 100, minus 20 with Resistance, so 80 with a Solrock. If anything, this just proves how ridiculous the fighting buffs are. Now, my opponent is playing something that involves Togekiss EX, so... Well, the Psychic Energy, so they missed. I have played my opponent before, I have played this deck before. They're playing Ho-Oh EX from Dragon's Exalted with Togekiss EX, not EX. Togekiss from Roaring Skies, which... It's like a continuation of... Both of these decks are just like spirits. Both of these decks are spiritual successors to older decks, because there was at one point a Suns and Moons deck that was Solrock and Lunatone. And at one point there was a Skittles deck which used Togekiss with a similar ability and Garchomp from Secret Wonders, I want to say, Mysterious Treasures. Which had a similar attack to Ho-Oh EX. So that makes this even more cool. But, I don't know. Neither of them are extremely playable, but they're both just a lot of fun. I did manage to save the Jirachi EX in my hand, so I can Jirachi for Maxi's Hidden Ball Trick, depending on what I top deck. If I top deck something helpful, that would be nice. Something like a Compressor, something that isn't a Supporter, or an Ultra Ball. Depending on what I get, I'll get a Juniper or a Maxi's. Maxi's would boost my damage even further, and what are they going to send up? It's an Old Amber, alright, that's something I can play out, and fail again. So let's Jirachi, get the Maxi's that I discarded, so let's just ignore that and get Juniper. Juniper, play it, perfect, another Solrock. Now I can Battle Compressor, discard Aerodactyl, and another Battle Compressor and a Twist Mountain because I don't need those anymore. Oh wait, Aerodactyl doesn't have the... Oh, whoops. I didn't know that. Alright, let's attach the next one. Premonition, since I've left myself in a tough spot, and Strong Energy, not bad. So now I can Cosmic Spin 10, 40, 60, 80, 100. I'll just do hit for 80 again, so... With the strong energy, I can actually knock out my opponent's Ho EX next turn. Which is pretty cool. I mean, I guess if all else goes wrong, I can power up Machamp for Machamp Crush, which does 80 and then reduces all damage Machamp would take, or any of the Pokemon I have, as long as they remain active, by 40, which is cool, but I don't think this is going to work. I'm probably going to lose, because I'm playing a deck whose entire strategy is just Solrock and Lunatone. No matter how well I can magically get this to... No matter how well someone can magically get this to set up. So... yeah. They're going to Shaman set up. They're probably going to try and get a Togekiss, which they do. Question being, will Serene Grace get enough energy into play for them to knock out my Solrock? Will it? Yep. There it goes. But next turn, since I use Premonition... Whoa, they got a lot of energy. I will draw the strong energy, so I can knock out this Ho EX. They got a lot of energy. But no Super Scoop Up, thankfully. So now my Solrock is going down. So I have one more Solrock to power up, and then I'm just going to be stuck using Machamp Crush for the rest of the game, which isn't actually that helpful. But I guess it's still more damage than Solrock is doing without all these fighting buffs. So drop the strong energy, bench the other Solrock, and 40. 60 from the strong energy, 80 from the stadium, 100 from the Fighting Fury, minus 20, that's 80, and because Ho has 160 HP, I can Cosmic Spin for a knockout. And I draw a wonderful hand of a Lunatone. I draw wonderful prizes of a Lunatone that isn't necessary, because Premonition Lunatone just kind of sits there and does nothing. And a Versus Seeker, which is actually pretty useful to get something like a Skyla. Or no, I don't have Skyla in here, that's my deck. Should get a Juniper. What would be amazing is if this Solrock wouldn't get knocked out by Ho EX. But since I doubt that's going to happen... Well, alright, so Trainer's Mail. They need two more, actually, they need 2 more energy, or an energy and a Muscle Band to knock me out next turn. Because Rainbow Burn only does 80 with 3 different energy types attached to you. So I actually take it, which is cool. Now I'm going to attach the Muscle Band. So, yeah, Muscle Band, I've got a Solrock powered up, Premonition, it's a Shaman EX, so I'll take that. And I can Cosmic Spin, 80 more damage. And then next turn, if they knock out this Solrock, I can send up the other one and Cosmic Spin again. And then frantically try and power up Machamp. There's just something fun about playing a deck that's so terrible that it's actually quite funny. And having it win is even more hilarious. Alright, they got the water, they need 1 more energy, which they get. So this Solrock is going down, then I have to Cosmic Spin with the other Solrock. And, well... Oh, they're gonna deck out soon. I could actually win by them decking out. But I want to win on prizes because, well, it's just cool to win on prizes. Hand is bad. I'm going to have to discard all this stuff with Juniper anyways, so... Juniper... Let's just start powering up Machamp. Guess I could have gone for Lunatone, but Machamp does more damage even if its attack cost is much heavier. So I can... I'll Premonition. Alright, I guess I'll take the Maintenance. I just play that to lower my hand size for Maxi. And Cosmic Spin for another knockout. Just need 2 more... If my opponent doesn't get a Ho EX, I can just Cosmic Spin. Unfortunately, I am only hitting for 80 against Togekiss. Because, okay, there's a hello. Because Togekiss is not, in fact, an EX. Okay, don't have a switching card, don't have a switching card, don't have a switching card. I need as much time as possible to power up this Machamp on the bench. I'm not even sure if I have enough energy to power up this Machamp. Alright, so they're going Ultra Ball. And no, they're just going to pass, alright? Let's Maintenance, Lunatone, and Versus Seeker. Draw a Fighting Stadium, not particularly helpful, so let's Maintenance again. Get rid of these two. Oh, I did have an Aerodactyl in here. Alright, there, I see the Fighting Energy. So, crap, what do I take? I'll take a Muscle Band so I can Ultra Ball, discard Aerodactyl and Muscle Band. How many energy? I've got 2 Strongs left in here. Versus Seeker, Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. Let's get Machamp again. And that also helped to power up this Machamp, so I can Cosmic Spin, 100 damage. Now it's just a question of, can I draw the energy I need to draw? And I do. They just have to pass. So now I've got a Machamp fully powered up. Actually, it's enough to knock out a Ho EX. I'm doing 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180 from this Fighting Fury, 200 from the other Fighting Fury, 220 from the Fighting Stadium. So I can actually Machamp Crush for a knockout. But for now, I'll just settle for Cosmic Spinning for one instead. How is this possible? Cosmic Spin has taken 5 prizes. I guess that's the power of terrible decks. Alright, so, you know what? I can't really end this with a Cosmic Spin, so I'm going to retreat and end this with the Machamp Crush. Let's retreat, detach, retreat, discard the 2 energy, and now Premonition just so I can use Lunatone again. And Machamp Crush, 200 damage. Did that actually just work? That was possibly the most bad deck Monday deck I've ever played. Anyways, Pokemon Sun and Moon are coming late December. Let's stay tuned for more leaks, which I guess I could totally talk about them on my channel. More information. So, thank you all so much for watching. I will be back probably sometime around tomorrow, maybe. So yeah, I'll see you all next time with probably a more serious deck like Archie's or Night March or Vespa Queen. So yeah, bye!